dollars, then it don't make sense. Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. I'm a big deal. You other dudes are small time. I'm about my racks, I'm about my stacks, yes, I'm about mine. You suckers ain't getting none. You suckers just better run. See my money wait a time. My team already won. Get up out my way and delay. See, we don't play, but get it straight. Cause you know we stay that paper chase. Stack dollars till the sky is great. Those haters hate. We fly the eight. Good around my waist. Cause we so great. Waiting for my fall. You gonna wait a while. Be the king of the game. And that ghetto strong style. Say you waiting for my fall. You gonna wait a while. Be the king of the game. And that ghetto strong style. I'm about that dollar, 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 dollar. 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 Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. I'm filthy rich. Ooh, I love this money, I could probably buy you out or pay someone to screw you, best believe it, I want dollars. Ooh, I bet outside and put a price up on your head, then I push you in my wallet. So watch, don't start it, don't come around with that nonsense. I'll take you out of that garbage, hit your face with that drop. You nada, you nothing, boy, stay in your lane, then you going for $1,000, I'ma smack you till you change.
Squad. Yo, you already know, man. I gotta shout out my boy Ken Broadway, Cash Flow, Ken Broadway. Don't make dollars, don't make sense. My boy Matt Travis, MBK forever. I will always make sure the legacy lives. And my boy Matt Travis, we here. So, you already know what it is. It's your boy, the WildKat, J. Troy. Once again on the WildKat Wrestling Wrap Up on WEMS Radio. Shout out to my guy, Prophet P. Okay, yeah. Prophet's here. Prophet's here today. He didn't leave me hanging like he left me hanging last week, but it's okay. Okay? Prophet is in the building. Okay? If you want to chime in on the conversation, you're listening through the app. Okay, if you're watching me on YouTube, the number is right there for the YouTube watchers. For the app listeners, the number is 347-422-7289. 347-422-7289. There we go. So, for me, I thought I was going to have trouble this week. I'm not, I keep it 100% funky with y'all. I keep it real. I'm not going to be one of those people that make it seem like, everything's all good. But I thought this week it was going to be a little problem. It was going to be some problems with me getting my rundown for this, because I felt like it was a bit of a snow. I keep saying snow. Wow, this is the third time I said it. A slow news week. I can speak. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a slow news week, but when I started running down the things that's happened from the time that I did the last show up until today, there was actually some stuff that I wrote on paper and we can actually discuss. So if you're not shy, you can call Tyrone. Actually, my name ain't Tyrone, it's Jay. But anyway, you get the point. So, I want to talk about AEW, right? AEW. Because even though I'm trying, every week I am trying. And I'm going to be honest. If I wasn't doing this show, I would be watching NXT in real time over AEW. But since AEW don't put all their clips up on their YouTube channel, and NXT does, I tend to watch AEW in real time, and then I go to YouTube and I watch the NXT clips. That's all I need, right? That's all I need. I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying. But AEW did some good stuff this week. I'm not going to be one of those people that's just going to be overly negative all the time. No, if I see something great, if I see something that I can definitely rock out with, a good segment, a good match or two, I'm going to give them praise. Because when it's all said and done, I'm a wrestling fan at the end of the day. I'm a pro wrestling fan. I'm a fan of good wrestling, good characters, good segments, all that stuff. I'm a fan of wrestling. So when I see something good, I'm going to address it. Now, when I watch AEW this week, right? There's two things that stood out to me because they had a good top and they had a good bottom. That in between, I don't know. The AEW mid-card to me, the women's division is just not doing it for me. Like, I can't really get behind these characters. I mean, people like Private Party, you know, I know them. You know, I knew them from wrestling school. And they was always talented individuals. I always support Private Party. But, you know, if it's not really Cody or you know, sometimes Mox, even though I'm still getting used to Mox, Jericho, but more specifically Cody and Jericho segments, those are the only good segments to me. Those are the only ones I literally tried to watch this show from top to bottom. And it felt like a job. It felt like a job. And I know a lot of people's going to say, how can you say that about AEW? Because I will call it down the middle. I'm not going to just give them praise all the time because that's like the right thing to do in this day and age because they're the new kids on the block. I'm not going to do that. Y'all might think my opinion's wrong. Y'all might love what they're doing. That's your opinion. Just like this is my opinion. And I'm also that wrestling fan that like to listen to other people's opinions, okay? Maybe you seen something in that segment or match that I didn't see. You know? But anyway, so they started off, they had I'm going to just get right to the good part because there's a lot of things to cover today. The Jericho and the Mox segment in the beginning of the show, and then when Jericho was on commentary, you know, he had Jake Hager there. I mean, Jack Swagger, I like to call him Jack Swagger still. He's still Jack Swagger to me. But Jack Swagger's there. And Jericho, they on commentary, but I do believe Mox had a match with Ortiz. Or was it Santana? Santana. And post-match, you got a little bit of an eye for an eye situation because you remember a couple weeks ago, Moxley had that spike thrown in his eye. Jericho took the spike off his jacket and threw it in his eye. And this week, Mox got a little revenge. He didn't exactly throw something in Jericho's eye, but he damn sure took his key, the key that to the car that Jericho gave him, and he took that key and he supposedly, because I seen the camera angle a couple times. Now, of course, I don't want to see nobody get stabbed for real on TV in their eye. I'm not trying to see that, okay? But you can obviously see that Mox hit him on, like, clearly by, like, his temple area or something like that. But he tried. But the illusion was that he took the car keys and stuck it in Santana's left eye. That was a pretty badass moment right there. I thought that was great. Like, it had me cringe even though I saw where the spot landed. But I try not to... Sometimes I like to dumb my wrestling IQ down a little bit. Sometimes I just like to go for the ride. Okay? Now, although I see certain stuff, I'm going to just pretend like he actually did stab homeboy in the eye. It was pretty badass. I liked it. And the segment of the whole entire show, probably AEW's best segment ever since they've been on air, was the ending. The 10 lashes that Cody Rhodes had to take in order to fight MJF. So, you know, over these past few weeks, you know, MJF's been doing things, taunting Cody. If you hit me before our match, there won't be a match. So this week, Cody had to take 10 lashes with a leather belt to his back. He actually took one shot to the chest at the end. But these were clearly real shots. Real shots because you see the marks on his back. He was legit getting whipped 10 times. And you seen his back getting red. You seen the marks on his back forming. And then by the time the show was over, you know, they thought the pictures from the post show, it's like you see exactly where all the lashes landed. He took some real shots. Like Cody Rhodes he's a G for that. He's a G for that. He took some legit shots. Not 5, not 7, 10 shots. Legit shots. And actually, 9 of them was from MJF, but the other one was from, I forgot the guy's name that's with MJF. But his shot, I think that was the lowest shot mark that Cody Rhodes has. I think that was from the big dude. That one, I felt. That one was it was hands down the hardest shot across Cody Rhodes' back. But it was some great storytelling as this was going on because, you know, Cody Rhodes has to take, he's willing to do whatever it takes to get to MJF, to get that one-on-one match with MJF. And as this was going on, you could see the pain in Cody Rhodes' eyes. You can just see it. And then, I forgot who came down first. Was it Arn Anderson? Arn Anderson came down, trying to talk to Cody. And then Dustin came down. And Dustin was like, you know what, like, and I think that was at the fifth shot. Dustin was like, no, let me take the rest. And MJF was like, this is not how this works. So you're going to have to sit down, you're going to have to relax, and you're just going to have to watch your brother get beat, basically. So after that, the Young Bucks came down, and then his wife, Brandy, came down. And this was just great storytelling. I thought this was great on the part of AEW. See, I'm not going to be overly negative. When I see something good, when I see some great storytelling, but it goes back to what I said in the beginning. To me, the best segments in AEW are the Jericho segments and the Cody Rhodes segments. Sometimes Mox. He's hit or miss sometimes. And speaking of Mox, you know, I was thinking about this for a while, and I'm still getting used to Jon Moxley. Now I know. Oh my God, if you're a real wrestling fan, you should know that he was Moxley before Dean Ambrose. Yes, I know. I'm not stupid. I'm aware of his past history as Jon Moxley before WWE. I've seen a couple of his matches in CZW. Crazy matches. I know that he had the tag team with Sami Callihan, the Switchblade Conspiracy. So I've seen some stuff. Like, I know some stuff about Moxley before he came to WWE as Dean Ambrose. But me, I knew him as Dean Ambrose. And to me, he still is Dean Ambrose. I'm still adjusting. I'm still adjusting to this whole Jon Moxley thing because I still love Dean Ambrose. I was a fan of him as Dean Ambrose. Now, I'm not trying to say that he's doing anything wrong or trying to discredit what he has done ever since leaving WWE because he has achieved a lot. He's captured championships. He has had a lot of classic matches already. You know, for example, the one that he had with Kenny Omega. But Moxley, he's still Dean to me. He's still the lunatic fringe. Yeah, that was just something that I just wanted to get off my chest as far as the whole Jon Moxley thing. But AEW, like I said in the beginning, they have their good moments. And usually for me, whenever I watch one of their shows, it's only maybe like one or two moments. And then like that in between, it's usually that stuff in between that I just don't care about. The women's division, they got to get some big names or something. They got to start using Awesome Kong more or something. Like, I need some people that I can really care about. Now, they're trying to build up Nyla Rose and Britt Baker, but it's just like, you need like a Emma, I keep calling Emma, but Tennille Dashwood. You need somebody like that. You need some names. But yeah, that's all I got for AEW right now. But they need to me, it's like their product is just like so. The honeymoon stage is over, and it's just like if I wasn't doing this show, I probably will be watching NXT and just be watching the clips on YouTube of AEW whenever I could see them. But since I'm doing this show, I have to cater to not just the WWE audience, but the AEW audience as well. So let's move on to NXT because me, NXT is a pleasure to watch. I enjoy it from top to bottom. Okay, from the beginning up until the end. Okay, now I went back and I watched everything that has happened. Now, a lot of good things happened on this week's show. The Balor and Johnny Gargano segment. Now, everybody knows that they're going to have that match at NXT TakeOver Portland. I do believe in like 10 this Sunday, but the following Sunday. That's when we're doing NXT TakeOver Portland. And one of the matches is Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor. Be prepared to see about 40 kickouts from Johnny Gargano. He's going to kick out of the coup de grace like mad times. That's one thing that frustrates me with Johnny Gargano matches. He kicks out of everything so much that
some of the stuff is not really believable because he takes so much pain and he takes so many spots that would take out somebody else that it's just like not really realistic to me. But he's still a great wrestler. That he's still top 10. Top 10. Hands down, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. He puts it all out there, but to me, his matches, he does way too many kickouts. But this Balor-Gargano match and the segment that they had was freaking amazing. I loved it. You can sense, and they brought some realness into this. The line of this entire promo battle, sit-down promo battle, was when Johnny Gargano mentioned, he was like, the Finn Balor that I want this Finn Balor. I don't want the Finn Balor who lost to Bobby Lashley 17 weeks straight on Monday Night Raw. And you heard the crowd with the, oh, because you know how poorly booked Finn Balor was when he, after a while, when he got to the main roster. Now, when he first got to the main roster, he was booked great. First ever Universal Champion. But when, he came back from that injury, he did capture the IC title. But you could still tell that Vince McMahon wasn't fully behind Finn Balor like he was when he first got called up. But Gargano was like, I want this Finn Balor. Because if you give me that Finn Balor that lost to Bobby Lashley, I will eat him alive. And you could just see the frustration on Finn Balor's face. This was great. I want to see this match. And the great thing about these two men, you don't know who's going to win. The thing about Johnny Gargano, like, he puts everything out there. So Finn Balor has to pull out everything to beat this man. And Gargano has to do the thing with Finn Balor because Finn Balor has momentum behind him. He's been damn near unstoppable ever since this heel turn. This is the Finn Balor that everybody's been wanting to see. This, Vince didn't know really what to do with Finn Balor, but Triple H does. And this is the Finn Balor that we all got behind in NXT now. The real question is, who is Gargano facing? Is Gargano facing regular Finn or will we see the Demon? Will we see the Demon? That's something that I want to see. I want to see the Demon versus Gargano. That match will be some epic stuff. So we shall see. But that segment was just great. Another NXT TakeOver Portland match. Dijakovic versus Keith Lee. Now, for the people who's been watching NXT, knows Dijakovic and Keith Lee put on epic matches, and every time they go against each other, they top the last match that they do. And every wrestler has that one person that just brings the best out of them. You have Rock, Stone Cold. Undertaker had, Shawn Michaels. Freaking Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan. They bring the best out of Charlotte and Sasha. Like, these are just names that I'm just coming off the top of my head. Like, but they bring the best out of each other. They have that one dance partner that that's just gonna know. Like, you just gonna know how they're gonna deliver. They're gonna deliver well. They're gonna make sure that they make sure they sell them for you correctly, and you're gonna sell for them correctly. Like, they just know that perfect dance partner. Keith Lee and Dijakovic are the perfect dance partners when it comes to this. And they had classic matches, straight exhibition matches. There wasn't no title on the line, but this time, we have a title. We have the North American Championship on the line. And the thing with Keith Lee and Dijakovic, they both have beaten each other. So this match, we don't know who's going to win. Just like the Finn Balor and Gargano match, we don't know who is going to win. And that's the great thing about these matchups. Triple H knows how to book people well. He knows how to book people well to the point that, how I was running down the SmackDown card last week, and it's just like, who's going to win these matches. These men has been so greatly booked that we don't know. So we just got to sit back and enjoy the ride as it's going on. And we just as wrestling fans, we'll just get a special treat. Bianca Belair. This girl's a superstar. This girl is a superstar. To the point that I'm not even going to hold you. This match between her and Rhea Ripley at TakeOver Portland, I wanted to end in a no contest. Only because I want to see a triple threat between Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, and Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's Championship. I want this to be a triple threat at WrestleMania. And I'm clapping. Why am I clapping? That's talking about Bianca Belair. You see, I start clapping like her. Because, yo, Bianca Belair, that girl's a superstar. She's beautiful. She's talented. She has the character. Like, she's the total package. That girl can go, man. One of my dream matches to see her go against Naomi. I really want to see that for a championship. Those two, when I see those two in the Royal Rumble, oh, man. I just want to see that one-on-one. I want to see that match. But this particular segment on NXT with Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, and Bianca Belair hands down stole the segment. Because when Charlotte kept trying to play her, Bianca Belair was kind of brushed away from Charlotte. And the face that Bianca Belair was doing, it was just so funny because it's just like, you know how it was just like a real life thing. When you get disrespected and then in your head it's just like, oh, hell no, this person did not just do that. She was doing all that stuff and it's just like, yo, this is like exactly how we are in our head. She's relatable, man. She's relatable, especially for the brothers and sisters, man. We all know if somebody try to disrespect us, it's like, oh, hell no. No, that person did not just do that. Or no, they did not just say that. And it was just so perfect, man. Oh my gosh, this girl, she's a superstar in the making, man. She's a superstar in the making. Now, you know, like just talking about my top 5, like right now, like she's definitely in there. Like Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, Becky Lynch. To me, I still love Becky Lynch. Okay, I know a lot of people's tired of Becky, but I love Becky. Even though her gimmick, I don't know, her gimmick is a little cringy at the moment. But you know, that's here nor there. But that's like a few names, man. And Naomi, that's family. But that girl Bianca Belair, she's one of those people. Like this people in the wrestling business that it doesn't matter how they're booked, they're still gonna get over. They're still gonna find a way to get over. Like the Velveteen Dream, he's gonna find a way to get himself over, even if he's poorly booked. Bianca Belair, she comes and she owns the spotlight. There's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of wrestlers that when they come out, it's not like they're asking for your attention. No, they grab and they demand it. And they take it. Bianca Belair, she's one of them. She's one of them. I just can't wait. That girl's future is so bright, man. I love Bianca Belair. I love Bianca Belair. I need this match to end in some schmozzery, really, because I don't want to see her get thrown in the women's battle royal at WrestleMania. I want to see her, Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, triple threat, NXT Women's Championship at WrestleMania. That's a potential match of the night. But as I digress, let's move on to the next thing. This is one quick thing that I want to say about my man Tyler Breeze. Quick little thing. He needs to grow his hair back. He can't call himself Prince Pretty no more. He can't. I need the long-haired, blonde, dick. Not long. The pause. Pause. Like he was a dick. That's what I mean. The pause. He was a dick when he was a heel. I need that guy back. For real. Like, I need that guy back for real. Because that's when I was a huge fan of Tyler Breeze when he was an asshole. Like, how do you not love this guy? He was a conceited, cocky model guy. And he was Prince Pretty. He's not pretty no more. So it's just like, it just doesn't feel right. That's not the Tyler Breeze that I love. Oh, man, he's not the Tyler Breeze, man. And I just hope he grows his hair back. But that was like one little small gripe. But I spoke about this man earlier. But other than Bianca Belair, the other segment of the night for me was Velveteen Dream. He returned during the last segment. He saved Tommaso Ciampa, and he unloaded on the Undisputed Era. The Undisputed Era was beating up Tommaso Ciampa, and they got some of the thing on the screen, the big old jumbotron thing. There was the 3 circles, because you know how Velveteen wears those 3
circle glasses things, and they moved together. I think they formed the triangle thing, and then they put it formed the Velveteen Dream, and then they turned around, and he was standing up on the top turnbuckle, and he jumped down, and he unloaded on everybody. I want to see Velveteen finally get that NXT Championship and beat Adam Cole, baby. Now, with that being said, that Tommaso Ciampa has to lose. After seeing the Velveteen Dream, and everybody knows how much I love the Velveteen Dream, I need to see this matchup. WrestleMania weekend, Adam Cole, baby, Velveteen Dream, NXT Championship. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Pull the trigger on the Dream once and for all. Before he goes to Raw and SmackDown, I want to see him hold that NXT Championship because he's been Mr. NXT for a while. Okay, for me. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw had a couple good segments. Okay, a couple good moments. Ruby Riott returns and she beat up Liv Morgan. And everybody knows how much I love me some Liv Morgan. I'm a huge Liv Morgan guy. Right now, she just came back. She's been in this debacle of a rivalry with the Lana Lashley thing. It's looking like we're starting to move away from that because even Bobby Lashley wasn't even fighting Rusev this week. So finally, we're moving away from this trash storyline. Finally, Ruby Riott returns and she beats up Liv Morgan, and this is gonna set up a match between Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. The only gripe that I have about this now, yes, it tells a good story because Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott was in the Riott Squad. So they have a bit of a history there. But the one thing that I have a problem with is I feel like it's too early because Liv Morgan's coming back with this new character, this new edge. She needs more momentum if she's going to eat a loss. And the same thing goes for Ruby Riott. She just came back on Monday Night Raw. She shouldn't be eating an L. You should be building up Ruby Riott. So I'm not sure where this is going to go. I don't know how long this rivalry is going to go. But for these two women, even though they have history, now they could have brought back Ruby Riott and had a feud against Natalya or somebody. Oh, they did that already. No, we don't want to see that again. Somebody, Dana Brooke? No, Dana Brooke's on right. Somebody's on that roster she could have feuded with before she got to Liv Morgan to get some momentum. And then we have this match because both of these women just came back. Like, they shouldn't be eating L's. There's like, WWE puts themselves in these predicaments where they put two people together where they shouldn't be losing. So this rivalry should be interesting. I'm definitely going to be invested because Liv Morgan. I'm a huge Liv Morgan guy. Ruby Riott, her promos is like, to me is like, I'm still trying to get behind Ruby Riott. I don't fully dislike her, but there's little things about Ruby Riott I'm still trying to get behind. Drew McIntyre. He's getting over crazy more and more each week. 3, 2, 1, Claymore. He's getting that over. I'm just waiting for the day that WWE comes out with that shirt. It's only a matter of time before we see a 3, 2, 1 Claymore shirt. He beat up Mojo Rawley, which I have an issue with. And it's not because I'm a Mojo Rawley fan. And yes, I said that. I'm a Mojo Rawley fan. I know when people mention Mojo Rawley, it's like, oh my God. How do you like Mojo Rawley? He's cringy. He's the bad wrestler. He's entertaining to me. Okay? I was a fan of the Hype Bros. I was a fan of him when he was in NXT. I'm a Mojo Rawley fan. My thing with this is, okay, this is, WWE puts himself in the, this is a perfect example. Mojo Rawley just won the 24/7 championship. He has promised to make this championship more, take it more seriously. He's not going to run. He's going to face people head on. He got the guy from NXT, Moss, I think that's his name. Roger, no, something. You got the new NXT guy, right? He's supposed to be the blocker, okay? And, but last week, a couple weeks ago, I don't know when he fought R-Truth. Maybe was it last week or whatever? I think it was last week. But anyway, he won the 24/7 championship back. He lost it to R-Truth, but then he won it back. So he's kind of looking strong. He looked like an idiot in that segment, but he kind of got some momentum back with getting the championship back. The thing with this week, he was fighting against Drew. And Drew got on the mic and said, in 3 seconds, I'm going to beat you with a Claymore. So he's telling this dude straight up, I'm going to beat you in 3 seconds.
Bell rang. Mojo Rawley was distracted. 3, 2, 1. Claymore kick. Bang. The match is over. This is another thing. Now, didn't Mojo Rawley, if this is 24/7 rules, like it technically drew the champion since he pinned Mojo Rawley? This is how WWE be making up rules on the spot. Okay? Then you got fans like me who's going to analyze this. He's the 24/7 champion who's supposed to be defending the championship at any time. Doesn't matter what he's doing. He could be in the bathroom, taking a dump. He's still defending that championship. He could be sleeping in his hotel room. He could be washing clothes. He could be doing anything. He can show up at the station. He's still defending that championship. But he gets ended by Drew McIntyre in like 3 seconds, and he doesn't lose his championship. Now, I'm glad he didn't, because I would have been pissed. Because Mojo Rawley, what he's trying to do with the championship is what I've been wanting for the 24/7 championship for a while now. Because the whole running in the back looking like a circus has gotten stale and played out really fast. So I kind of like this. And Mojo, I feel like he would be the right guy to do this. But they got to stop making him look like a clown. Like next week, that's it, man. Like after this week, it should be it. With Mojo Rawley looking like a clown. We need to start building Mojo, and we got to start rebuilding that 24/7 championship. Angel Garza made his Raw debut. He's with Zelina Vega because, as y'all know, Andrade has been suspended for 30 days for fulfilling the wellness program. But they got Angel Garza, who is Humberto's family. I think he's his cousin or something like that. And I'm not going to hold you. For some reason, I can get behind this guy. Like, Angel Garza, like, he has a bit of a charisma there. Like, as a babyface, as face a little bit. But when he was on Raw, he was real heelish. Now, they did some good storytelling in this segment because Angel Garza was beating up his cousin Humberto, and he went to go DDT him on the concrete. Out comes Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio makes the save for Humberto, which leads to a match between Rey Mysterio and Angel Garza. Hope you're keeping up here. So after they had the match, no, did it end in DQ or I'm not sure. Did it end? Did he pin Rey Mysterio? No. It ended in a disqualification because this is what I'm about to get. Angel Garza DDTs Rey Mysterio on the concrete. So this is the story. Rey Mysterio comes out to save his friend Humberto from getting DDT'd on the concrete. But instead, a few minutes later, Rey Mysterio is suffering that fate, and he has nobody to save him. So they did a lot of strong building with Angel Garza. And a lot of people, and this is not the first time I saw this, like this is like a lot of comments. A lot of people say Angel Garza reminds them of Eddie Guerrero. In a way, I can see it. I can see it. He has that Eddie charisma. I think so. From what I'm seeing, like he's a great wrestler. Like I can see it. Like if he was a babyface, I can see people getting behind him. Now I'm not saying he's a full blown. He's the next Eddie Guerrero, but he has some Eddie Guerrero qualities in him. Like I see it. I see Andrade's trying his damnedest to be Eddie Guerrero, and it's just like Andrade's a great wrestler, but Angel Garza, I'm seeing some Eddie vibes in there. Like when people said this, like I wasn't even arguing. I was like, yo, I can see this. Now, is he going to be just as big as Eddie Guerrero in WWE? I don't think he's going to get. I don't think he's going to get as over as Eddie Guerrero, but I can see him being a beloved babyface. I can definitely see that if they book him correctly. And a tag team with him and Andrade is definitely something that I can definitely get with. One more Monday Night Raw thing before we're going to the break because kind of dry. Ricochet is supposed to be fighting Brock at Super Showdown, and you know the time it is. You got the Super Showdown, and then later this year we're gonna have Crown Jewel. So he's fighting Ricochet is fighting Brock Lesnar for the WWE title in Saudi Arabia for at Super Showdown, and a lot of people's like having problems with this, but when you think about these Saudi events, like I I'm just not the biggest fan of them. I'm just not, because I just feel like they just give a whole bunch of matches to not really care about. Now, we know that Ricochet is not going to beat Brock Lesnar, but it might be a fun match to watch. I'm still going to tune in to watch it. But these Saudi matches, like, these Saudi events, like, I really don't care too much about. But, you know, they want to see the big attractions. They want to see Rock. They probably do want to see the Rock. They want to see Brock. They want to see the big names like Goldberg, who I'm going to mention after the break. But this match between him and Ricochet, we all know that Brock Lesnar's going to beat him. But how is Brock Lesnar going to beat him? Brock Lesnar always has these fun matches with the smaller dudes, so we shall see when this match happens. You know, people need to stop sweating this because it's not a big deal because we're trying to get to Drew versus Brock. We don't want to see Drew fight nobody else for the WWE title. We want to see Drew versus Brock. And even the Brock haters, the people that don't want to see Brock, y'all still want to see Brock versus Drew. Because that's the story. They started it in a Royal Rumble and they told it so beautifully. That's the match that I want to see. So in the process, we have to have little exhibition matches in between time. Because if Brock isn't defending the title, then people's going to start complaining. Oh my God, Brock isn't defending his title. He has to defend his title. He has to look strong. That way when Drew beats him, it's going to look more legit. It makes sense. So I'm intrigued, even though I really don't care too much about the Saudi Arabia matches, but let's have fun with this match. Okay, let's see Ricochet fly around that ring. And I'm not talking about him jumping around. I'm talking about Brock throwing him around. That's what I want to see. So I'm about to take a quick little music break. I'm going to play who I got today. You know, this for, you know, Black History Month. Black History Month just started, you know, February. So this is my boy Obasi Jackson from Five Town Styles. This is one of my boys, man. So I'm gonna play his song called "Walk." He dropped this a while ago. Like hell, I was even in the music video. I had dreads at the time. It was a long time ago. But I think I'm gonna play it today. So this is my boy Obasi Jackson with "Walk."
Black man in America. Ooh, you should see the way they stare at us. Ooh, I can tell you that they scared of us. It's funny how we gotta build a trust. Too many things that ain't going right, but I got a lot of hope inside. If Jesus coming, will he come in time? Cause right now I think we gotta fight. Gotta fight for what we love and what we feel. Like Kaepernick on fields when he kneels. We say we wanna change, what's the deal? How many more of our people they gotta kill? It's okay, I just came to talk. And you don't gotta say no more. Turn around, there's an open road. Which way you tryna go? I think I'm about to walk. I think I'm about to walk. Cause I can't take a loss. I can't take a loss. No, I can't take a loss. I can't stay to hear you talk. I can't stay to hear you talk. I think I'm about to walk. I'm about to take a walk. Yeah. It's my time on the clock now. Hold up. Let me talk to the G's on the block now. Killing one another, getting crossed out. Running from police with your piece, now you getting locked up. You stay shooting, but you not clutch. Smoking dope, taking pills with the lean till your mind's dust. You need to open up your eye, bruh. It's propaganda to your eyes over time till your mind bust. Don't you wanna be free? Be one with the earth and unleash your energy. Feel the energy as they wrap you in the light. Manifest yourself and see your visions come to life. Beware the men in white who turn into the men in blue. The killings may be different, but the eyes are still on you. They used to take the Negroes, hanging by the noose. So it doesn't matter if your hands up, they still shoot. I'm about to walk. I'm about to walk. Cause I can't take a loss. I can't take a loss. No. I can't take a loss. I can't stay to hear you talk. I can't stay to hear you talk. I think I'm about to walk. I think I'm about to walk. Yeah. I'm about to take a walk. About to take a walk with me now. Walk with me now. Walk
with me now. I'm about to take a walk with me now. Walk with me now. Walk with me now. Cause I can't take a loss. No, I can't take a loss. I'm about to take a walk. I'm about to take a walk.
That was my boy, Bossy! Mr. Obasi Jackson. Talented brother, man. That's one of my close friends from Five Towns College. Always support my stuff. But anyway, we're back on the WildKat Wrestling Wrap-Up with your boy, the WildKat, J. Troy! And if you want to chime in on the conversation, right? You know the tune, right? You know the tune. It's right there if you're watching the YouTube. It's blow! Right there. 347-422-7289. 347-4... Oh, I'm going to bust it. 347-422-7289. See, listen, I mess up, okay? I'm freaking human, okay? Anyway.
You haven't been able to live that one down, though.
Huh?
You wouldn't be able to live that one down.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I stopped myself before I said the wrong number. I stopped myself because I was about to say like 5 or something in the middle. I'm human. But anyway, we're back, baby. And it's Black History Month. So each week I want to talk about, things that's happened in, as far as like black history that has happened in wrestling. Going back to last year when Kofi Kingston became the WWE champion. The first ever pure black African American N-word as champion. Okay? Yo, like, we finally got to see a black champion, which we thought we was never gonna see. We hoped, we dreamed, we thought of certain wrestlers who could have been that guy. And then, to be honest, did a lot of people really think that, no shade to Kofi Kingston, because we love Kofi Kingston. But for years, Kofi Kingston was a mid-carder, upper mid-card. They pushed him, but then they would take him back. They pulled the trigger on somebody who was there, that really busted their ass. Like, it was such a feel-good moment. Like, I remember watching that at my school when I was watching it with my friends. We had a WrestleMania viewing party. And I'm probably going to reshare this on my Instagram. But it was such a great moment, feel-good moment. And you could see the anticipation when he hit that Trouble in Paradise on Daniel Bryan. And then, like, you see, it was like, oh, are they really going to do it? Once you saw that 1, 2, 3, the whole room that I was in, we exploded. Because it was just like, finally, we witnessed history together. And I just remember that clip of seeing, Shad Gaspard from Crime Time, and then you had MVP, my guy, Montel Vontavious Porter. They was at Jack Dempsey's, I think, in the city. It's one of the bars that I go to whenever I watch viewing events. But they was there, and they watched it happen, and they started crying, like legit tearing up and crying. Like, these are 2 grown men. But it was such a feel-good moment because everybody knows exactly what African Americans had to go through in wrestling. Like, they was given, like, not the best gimmicks. We was always looked at as, going back to Kamala, he was a savage, like I forgot the real name. Like, Google Kamala, okay? Wait, I can't get the real title of it. Google Kamala. But we had Slick, who was a pimp. We had the Godfather, even though the Godfather was like a, great character that got over, especially in the Attitude Era. Then we had Crime Time. They was street thugs. They was gang members. They had the Prime Time. Well, the Prime Time plays wasn't really racist or nothing like that. But, like, these were, like, stereotypical, like, gimmicks that African Americans usually get. Kofi Kingston, he played the fake Jamaican. He's from Ghana. When he first came, he was like, I'm Kofi Kingston. There seems to be trouble in paradise. Like, if you go back and you watch those vignettes and promos, you will see how cringy those are now. It's funny. It's hilarious to me. Seems to be trouble in paradise. But
But it's just like back to the whole Kofi Kingston becoming WWE champion. Like that was
such a great feel good moment, man. And I just hope this just paves the way for like more African American world champions. And yeah, hopefully we get to see Keith Lee. I would love to see Bobby Lashley book him correctly, and I need to see Bobby Lashley as a face. I don't like heel Lashley in WWE. Heel Lashley in TNA was better, but heel Lashley in WWE ain't working. A face Bobby Lashley could definitely be a world champion. Keith Lee damn sure could be a world champion. Big E can be a world champion. Yes, I said Big E. So many talented African Americans who can be world champion, and I just hope that this Kofi Kingston thing, it leads somewhere. So speaking of African American family, okay, family. It looks like Naomi and Bayley's gonna be fighting each other for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, tonight on SmackDown, there's a fatal 4-way match. I don't know the names off the top of my head, but Naomi's in this match. It's like kind of the same thing last week. What they did with Miz and Morrison. Now they put them in a fatal 4-way triple threat.
Wow, what am I saying?
I can speak. A fatal 4-way number one contenders match. On SmackDown for the SmackDown Women's. Wow, I can speak. SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They did that when we already knew that they was gonna win because they was already in a rivalry with the SmackDown champions, the New Day. So Naomi started this rivalry with Bayley last week. So do we really have to go through a number one contenders match to know that Naomi's gonna win? Now they probably do this to, I guess, build momentum or whatever. But we already know Naomi has to win this match. Like seriously. The one issue I have with this is that WWE always does this during Black History Month. Now Naomi can be in obscurity. People like Ember Moon can be in obscurity. Now Ember Moon is hurt. She's out, but I'm quite sure if she was healthy, she would be thrusted in some form of a championship match because she's black. Y'all remember when Naomi won the SmackDown Live Women's Championship the first time? What month was that? February. She won it in Elimination Chamber against Alexa Bliss. Now, granted, she won it back at WrestleMania in her hometown in Orlando. Later that year at WrestleMania. But it was still done, like the first initial title reign was made during Black History Month. And then Naomi went away in obscurity after she lost the belt the second time. Every time it's Black History Month, we got to thrust Naomi in it because she's black. I want to see Naomi. She's one of the best women's wrestlers today. Yes. That girl can go. She can fly. She's entertaining. Her gimmick is great. Feel the glow. And I'm not saying that because that's one of my extended family members. But that girl can go, man. I want to see Naomi in a spotlight throughout the year. Not just the month of February because WWE wants to have these packages with their African-American superstars over the years. I want to see Naomi in title matches later down the year. Have her in a match at SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Put her in these big title rivalries because she can do it. She can carry her weight. So, and another thing, if the plan isn't for Bayley to drop the title to Sasha at WrestleMania, then she needs to drop the title to Naomi. Because I'm tired of the Bayley title reign. I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I tried Bayley as a heel. Bayley is a face, okay? She's a face. With the Bayley buddies, the inflatables, yes, I was a huge Bayley fan. When she killed the Bayley buddies, she killed her character a little bit. Because Bayley had a gimmick. Now, it wasn't booked right when she got to the main roster and people started to boo her, but Bayley is a heel. She's a face. Her heel run is just not good. It's not entertaining. I need to see the big old Bayley buddies back. I can't wait to see the car wash inflatables come back and the Bayley buddies. I want to see it again.
But yeah, if Bayley ain't dropping that title to Sasha at WrestleMania, then she needs to drop this belt to Naomi.
Goldberg. Now, Prophet asked me over the break, was this the same Goldberg that he knew about when he was watching wrestling years ago, WCW days, right? Mm-hmm. Was this the same Goldberg? And to answer Prophet Pete's question, yes, this is the same Goldberg.
He's returning. Sweet Saudi money. These Saudi Arabia events are. I don't understand why we go through these. I'm just not a fan of these events because it's just like they bring back. You remember the last time Goldberg was in Saudi Arabia? He went against The Undertaker. And one of the worst, if not the worst wrestling match I've ever watched in my life. Ever. And I watched years of wrestling. This was the most sloppiest, the most dangerous, the most cringiest wrestling match among. They're old. They're old. Now, who is Goldberg going to go in there against? Are we going to get Spear versus Spear with Roman? Maybe that would be a good match. I don't know. Are we going to see Goldberg versus Braun? Because I can possibly see that as well. Put the IC title on the line. But if they do that, I don't. Braun Strowman become an IC champion. I don't want to see Goldberg. They don't want to see. I'm quite sure they don't want to see Goldberg lose again. But we don't want to see Braun Strowman lose the title. I'm trying to run down just people off the top of my dome piece. Who can Goldberg fight? So we got Braun. We got Roman. I can see maybe Sheamus, but Sheamus just came back. He shouldn't be eating the L either. I don't care if it's Goldberg or not. He should not be eating the L's. The Fiend is a stretch, but we're not getting that because the rumored Universal title match is supposed to be the Fiend versus the Kane. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this up. I love Kane. Kane is the wrestler that made me a wrestling fan. But, bruh. But anyway, I don't know. He's returning tonight to say who's next. We shall see. I don't know how interesting this is going to be. Just hope that it's not Goldberg versus The Undertaker 2 at Super Showdown. If that's going to happen, then it's going to be another cringe fest, but I don't think that's really going to happen. Okay, what we got? Because there's certain stuff, there's a lot of stuff that I'm just going to miss out today. Roman Reigns and I'm going to say this for a certain someone. Roman Reigns and King Combs. King Combs, a.k.a. King Corbin. But anyway, Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns, they had a loser eats dog food match last week on SmackDown. Remember that big old 6-man match? This needs to be the end of this rivalry. I am done with the Baron Corbin. I was done at Royal Rumble. That match really didn't wow me that much. King Corbin and Roman Reigns shouldn't come nowhere near each other for the rest of the year. But they're on the same show. So, of course, they're going to see each other. But I don't want to see them with each other in a match, backstage, or anywhere. But WWE's going to find a way to do it. But I don't want to see it no more. I'm done. The whole dog food thing, they threw dog food on Baron Corbin, Roman Reigns, and my family. Them thuggles, them thuggles, Jimmy Thug, UJ Thug, Uthal said they one day, that is me, baby. Almost stumbled a little bit because that's my throat piece getting a little dry again. But okay, try doing the show for an hour. Okay, you'll see the struggle. But anyway, my family and my extended cousin Roman Reigns, so I guess he's family too. They threw dog food on King Corbin. They put the handcuffs on him and they threw it on him, and that was it. This needs to be the end with this rivalry. That's it. That's it. I am done with seeing these two. Maybe it's King Corbin versus Goldberg. Oh my God. No. Baron Corbin should not be eating no more L's either. Why do I feel like that's going to be the match? Because that's somebody that they can have Goldberg just destroy in like a few seconds. Baron Corbin should not be losing matches, okay? And yes, that's coming from a Baron Corbin fan. He should not be losing no more, man. You know, he's the king, man. Give him some respect. How much more time I got 4 minutes, okay? You know what? This is something that's been built up for a while, so I'm just going to say it. Cesaro needs some goddamn respect I am tired. I am tired of seeing Cesaro being disrespected every freaking week. Cesaro is one of the top wrestlers, top five. Yes, and I'm saying that over people like Kenny Omega. Oh my gosh, you said Cesaro's better than Kenny Omega? Hell yeah, because he's not flipping and diving all the time, and Cesaro can flip and dive if he wanted to. The only thing ugly that Cesaro has done was a 619, which he called the Swiss 19, which he should never do again. But anyway, they was doing something right with Cesaro. When he was a face, they had the Cesaro section. People was getting behind him. We was finally getting Cesaro. He was one of those people that we wanted to see as a world champion. At one point, people wanted to see him fight Brock Lesnar. That's when they was booking him somewhat correctly, and the fans was getting behind him. The Cesaro section was in full effect. When he had the little James Bond gimmick, and he used to come out, he used to rip his suit off. That stuff was fire. I was with it. He used to come out, he used to walk, follow the little 007. I love that Cesaro. I swear on everything, a face Cesaro. A well-booked face Cesaro is a superstar. They have badly booked this man so poorly that it was a shame when he ran out during the Royal Rumble and he barely got a reaction. Because if you go back to 2016 when he returned after the night after WrestleMania, that arena erupted. And I was at home, and when he was the fourth man in the Fatal 4-Way match, I was going crazy because my boy Cesaro was back. Going from that reaction to the reaction that he got at the Royal Rumble, like, come on, man. That was sad to watch. Because this man is a superstar. Cesaro has it. And Vince McMahon did not take his shot. He did not give Cesaro a ball as a face. Cesaro, you can get behind. There's so many things Cesaro has helped out. He helped out Rhea Ripley do the top rope of Riptide. And then a lot of people don't know that he helped out Seth Rollins and RKO. Seth Rollins and Randy Orton perfect that perfect RKO at WrestleMania 31. Who helped them? Cesaro did. I am tired. And I know I'm probably just saying this and that nothing's going to happen, but I need it. For weeks, I've been trying to get this off my chest. Cesaro needs some goddamn respect. I am tired of the crap that he's being fed. Put him in NXT, please. Put him in NXT UK. He can feud with Walter. I would love to see that. Put him in a regular NXT. But get him off of Raw and SmackDown. Because obviously they don't know what the hell to do with this man. And on that note, this has been your WildKat Wrestling Wrap-Up.
Check your blood pressure, bro. Are you okay?
This is what happens when you're so passionate about this business. You get fired up, you get amplified, you put everything out there. Like I said, this has been your WildKat Wrestling Wrap-Up with your boy, the WildKat, J. Troy! And we out.